got my notes here. I've got my notes.
All right.
Got my notes. So we're back, folks. We're here. We're here. We're finally back. We finally did it. Red Curtain movie reviews. Woo! Horror Squad. Yeah. Got the red curtain behind us. So, Ben, what did we watch this past Friday?
This Friday at Squad, we had the pleasure of watching the wonderful movie, The Faculty.
Right. That's right. The Faculty, 1998, folks. We brought it back. Late 90s vibing.
Yeah.
We were just in the mood for some late 90s
Seems
action.
like we've been watching a lot of 90s stuff lately, so
Yeah, well,
we
in the
just
90s,
kept it going.
In the 90s, were known for not being very good in terms of the horror genre. The horror genre in the 90s, I hear from a lot of people that love horror, and like all of the horror outlets that I follow, they were like the 90s wasn't a very good.
I don't know. I think people like to
decade for horror.
complain
Yeah,
about stuff.
I thought it was okay. And
Fine.
I was young, so
Yeah, I don't know. They're fun.
graduated high school in 1998, so that shows you how old I am.
I don't remember 1998.
But yeah, The Faculty, a star-studded cast with The Faculty.
Yeah, Faculty, 90s.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Reminded me of like it seemed like it was like an homage to The Thing and Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, it was like Alien Pod People movie.
Yeah.
Directed by,
Robert Rodriguez.
yeah, who's a great director. He's fun. He's creative.
Very hardworking guy. You might know
he
him
knows
from a
what
little
he's
movie
doing.
called Desperado.
Yes.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico. It was supposed to be a movie.
El
in between
Mariachi.
that. Yeah,
was
El
the first one I saw,
Mariachi.
which I guess was his first film.
Supposed to be Pistolero somewhere in there, but didn't go through.
Yeah. Sin City?
Sin City. I think that's my favorite movie that he's ever done. Robert Rodriguez.
So good.
And currently Battle Angel Alita, or Alita Battle Angel.
Did he direct that?
Yeah, he directed it.
Woo.
Produced by James Cameron, directed by Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, I didn't know that. Huh.
He's making that money. He's getting that money,
Oh, I haven't
kids.
seen that yet. I'm gonna have to go watch it.
Troublemaker Studios, Austin, Texas. Woo!
Yeah.
Huss. So what'd you think?
You know, the first thing about this film is cool, is it just has so many different people in it,
Yeah.
which I forgot. I saw this a long time ago, and I liked it, and then I couldn't remember actually who was in it other than the guy from Ain't It Cool.
Oh yeah.
But I forgot, like, it has, what is it, Elijah Wood?
Yeah, let's go over the cast. So Elijah Wood.
Uh-huh.
Elijah Wood plays Casey. Casey's the nerd.
Yeah, he's the smart nerd kid. Mm-hmm. And then Josh
Hartnett.
Hartnett.
Josh Bedhead Hartnett. Just messed up hair. Just,
Yeah, it's got some stupid looking hair.
But he was the heartthrob. You know, he's the heartthrob of the 90s. So he played Zeke, the bad boy who sold drugs on campus. So no to drugs, kids. Or do them if you want.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't care.
True.
Sean Hatosi, I've seen him in stuff before, but he played Stan, the jock, the football player.
Yeah.
Jordana Brewster as Delilah. She was the intelligent but popular.
Yeah, she was
Out of the crew.
Sort of, yeah.
You might recognize her from a little movie a little franchise called Fast and the Furious.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
She played Mia Toretto,
I don't remember.
Dominic Toretto's sister.
She looked familiar.
Hot. I mean, oops. I didn't say that.
What?
I didn't say that. I mean, tan skin, dark hair. You know, that's my thing.
Who?
Clea Duvall. She played Stokely. She was the outcast, kind of like I guess you want to say the kind of semi-goth. I don't know. I mean, it was the 90s, so goth was big.
Yeah. She's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, Clea Duvall.
Yeah.
She was in The Grudge. Anybody
Yeah.
remember that?
Grudge, remember that? Yeah.
The remake of The Grudge.
It was good.
And then there was Laura Harris, apparently a Canadian actress. She played Mary Beth Louise Hutchinson. She was from Atlanta.
She says she's from Atlanta, but she's actually from Canada.
Well, her character's from Atlanta.
Um,
And let's see, getting really big into the big stars. Robert Patrick as Coach Willis. You might know him from a small movie called Terminator 2.
yeah, he's the liquid metal dude.
Yeah, T-1000.
Yeah, it's cool.
BB Newworth, she looks really familiar.
She
Principal
played-
Valerie Drake.
Yeah, Lilith. Bebe Neuwirth was Lilith on Frasier and Cheers.
She had the
If
legs.
anybody remembers that.
There's a big running scene at the beginning where she
Ooh,
had
she
to
was fast. She could actually run really good.
run faster than
Everybody.
T-1000.
Yeah.
Piper Laurie as Miss Olsen. You said she... more
She's
Mrs.
a
Olsen.
famous old actress. Yeah, from back in the day.
Then Famke. Famke Janssen. I don't know. It's Janssen? Janssen?
She's in lots of stuff, you know. X-Men.
Famke. Wasn't...
She was a James Bond villainess.
Yeah.
in one
Xena
of those.
Onatopp.
Yeah.
She was really hard to beat in that game on Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Let's see. Usher Raymond.
Yeah.
You might know that name. He's a famous
Usher?
singer.
Ursher.
Yeah.
Played a football guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Football.
he played a little side character, one of the jocks.
Yeah.
And then Salma Hayek. Speaking of a Robert Rodriguez film, Salma Hayek, you might recognize her from
Desperado.
and
then,
also from Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn.
So
Yeah.
Robert knows what's up when it comes to horror. And also Jon Stewart played Mr. Edward Furlong, the science teacher.
Yeah, he played a
which
science
is
teacher.
I guess a little nod to Robert Patrick being in this movie from Terminator 2. Edward Furlong was
The name of the character in the.
Well, that was his actual name.
Oh, this is the actor's name.
Eddie Furlong.
Ah, so complicated.
It's so weird. They should have just called him,
Terminator 2 kid.
I don't know, maybe if they called him Kyle Reese or even, what was the other guy's name?
Terminator.
I don't know, who cares? And then, Christopher McDonald played Casey's dad. He's always playing like smarmy, asshole characters. Like he was Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like anytime you see his
stuff.
face, you're like, you just can't trust his face.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's gonna do some
So
stupid
this
shit.
movie had like a ton of people in it, which
Yeah.
I was surprised. A big montage of people. I mean, it focuses on.
This is before they got like they were kind of big. They were like working their way up in the ranks
Yeah.
of being,
I mean, it
Hollywood
focuses on the
stars.
students more as they start to realize something's off with the faculty at school.
Right.
Right?
We're all slowly getting assimilated and
It's an alien collective thing.
right.
So it's a fun film. It has it's just good production value and it's fun acting. I guess you could nitpick parts to death or something. I don't know. It's not that kind of film where you really worry about any. It's just a good film.
Yeah, it's more of like a beer and pizza,
Bigger Pizza, it's fun.
hanging out with friends, but it's fun. It's like it's engaging. You really get into it.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett plays a drug dealing,
Drug dealing bad
too
boy.
old bad boy to be in school kind of guy. I think he's held back a grade.
But he's like super intelligent though. He's really smart.
Yeah.
He's got his shit together, but he doesn't have his shit together.
But it turns out he makes his own crystal meth speed
It's kind
or
of
something.
yeah, some sort of like weird
He makes some sort of
Powdery
like powdery
substance.
stuff that he puts in a big pen. He puts it in a pen, this white substance, and he sells it to the kids at school all the time.
Yeah, he always does this.
He goes, "Would you like a?"
He does a little flip and
Yeah, he does a little flip because he's like real badass, and the kids are all buying drugs from him. So
turns out that drug is
important.
a big catalyst in the film in terms of defeating
yeah,
the alien invasion threat.
yeah.
The powdery substance that's in the pens
Yeah, it turns out the aliens don't like drugs. They
Yeah.
don't like crystal meth or
drives
cocaine.
the whole system out.
They don't like speed.
And that's a big thing because the people who are being assimilated and taken over in terms of their minds, they rely heavily on water. Right, and there was that big scene with Jon Stewart, the science teacher, where Casey had found one of them, those little dried out fish thingies, on the football field, brought her into the science lab, and then they put it in the tank.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and started sprouting these weird little.
Yeah, so
You
your
know,
introduction, they
thing-like
found a little dried out
tendrils.
alien. Yeah, it looked like a little pea pod or something.
fish
Kind of
thing.
fish thingy. It was weird. Had some cool effects.
Yeah, some like pretty decent effects. Well, not.
I mean, it's
not
98.
decent effects. But yeah, decent effects for '98.
For
like a
98, I
smaller
thought they
budget
were
film.
fine. You might not think they were amazing by today's standards.
Yeah, I
but they're
mean, you look
fine.
back at it today, and it's
Looks a
very
little TV-ish now. Maybe TV's better now.
Yeah, I mean,
Could be.
things on Netflix are like.
But I don't know. It was fun. So what was what do you think your favorite parts were?
You know what? Honestly, I think when all the kids were together, especially that one specific scene where Zeke had to get everybody to snort the drug, to see who was the alien.
Yeah,
right? To
kind
see
of
who was
reminiscent
infected.
of From the Thing when they all did the blood test.
Exactly.
The alien would freak out if it did the cocaine stuff.
And honestly, any scene with BB Newirth in it, because I mean, she, you know what? Sorry, folks, but BB Newirth is like really hot in this movie.
Pretty hot. And
the principal, yeah.
it was
But she did so well. Like I love
Yeah.
that scene where even towards the end where they were trying to make her snort the drug, where they were gonna shoot her in the head, and she was like, "I will not," and you kind of like felt sorry for her, even though you knew she was infected.
yeah, the students' parts were, I think, the best part. The teachers were not that
Actually, I think the teachers had
deep.
good.
They were good, but they didn't really push them more than the surface. So the football coach is kind of a jerk, and this one teacher's shy, and this other teacher's just this science nerd teacher, and it's there's this. They were there as authority figures, but they didn't have the depth or the time spent like with the kids. Not saying this is the deepest film, but just in comparison. So the kids were more fun to watch as they interacted with these adult figures, and they could tell something was going on. So that whole like kind of paranoia that started to build in the film was fun because the kids didn't know who was taking over, who was regular.
They knew definitely the entire rest of the school is being taken over as they were leaving in that one scene.
Yeah, they thought because
everybody just kept looking over at them, staring at them, and I was like, "Uh-oh, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get out of here."
But it's high school, and people stare at you in high school.
Yeah, high school.
Plus, if you have the captain of the football team who quit recently, and then you have
the nerd
that no one likes, the hot popular girl,
the outcast
girl,
who everybody thought was a lesbian, and then the new girl from Atlanta. All hanging out together.
Yeah, and the drug dealer dude.
They're all gonna stare at you.
Like they're all hanging out. That's like if you're in high school and all those people from those groups were all sitting together.
Doesn't make any sense.
Something was up. But they probably were all aliens, so that's the truth of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that part was fun. Had some decent effects, some gore. It's not striking me as the goriest film, but it has some really effective parts.
Yeah. Not like super bloody. I mean, there were some scenes where like,
it's more like for instance, icky, gross.
Yeah, like kind of like a squeamish kind of. Yeah. It's like the shower scene with the old lady who was too old to be like taken over.
Yeah, one of the teachers was like
and like the
late
students
60s.
Like, accidentally pulled her hair out, and you can see this goo and brains.
Yeah, her hair was like she was falling apart or something.
I'd say older than 60.
70?
Yeah.
Man, I'd retire by 65.
And that's funny. One of the other teachers was like, "Time to retire."
Yeah, I'd retire. Yeah, the old lady kind of was falling apart. Like, I don't know. They didn't really explain why, but maybe she was too old for aliens to take over, and she was just decaying or something.
And then when somebody is taken over, they always put like a little fish part in somebody's ear and somebody's mouth or wherever, their nose.
Like in Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, and you can
when
see
they put that thing in your ear,
around
it takes you
their
over.
faces and their bodies and stuff.
Apparently, if things go in your ear, it's bad.
Yeah, don't put anything in your ears, kids. Especially alien little pod things.
And then they did a lot of that effect where you could see like worm things under the skin.
Yeah, I love that. I always love that. That always is something I always love, like seeing something kind of like protruding underneath the dermis of the skin.
And then there was some parts like there was a scene where you could see like the tentacles coming out of them and stuff. So it was fun.
It's very The Thing, like a lot of the long red like tentacle like protrusions that wrap around something, and like that was a big thing from
and it had a whole fun survival in the school end sequence that was great. Yeah. As the kids were trying to just stay alive and they're stuck in the school and the professors had all been flipped.
And I think towards actually overall, when they introduced her character, Laura Harris's character, spoiler alert, folks, we will spoil some parts. Mary Louise Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Mary Louise Hutchinson. We'll put a disclaimer up, but the country girl from Atlanta, the new student, she was actually the head alien.
Yeah.
She was the head alien the entire time.
Which is surprising. I guess I shouldn't have been surprised, but she was just so cute. Maybe that's why they made her so cute from Atlanta.
Yeah, well, a little cutie pie too.
She was a little aggressive and trying to be friendly, though. Yeah. Maybe that's where the giveaway was. I wasn't paying attention.
But she was really good. I really enjoyed her character too.
She was good, and that
turn from like her being so sweet to then like her reveal at the end.
She was the monster. Yeah, she was a big old gross monster.
Oh, she was buck naked too.
Naked.
So viewer discretion is advised.
And then she was naked monster.
Yeah, and then
which
she became
wasn't as exciting as naked person.
Giant friggin'.
And truthfully, I wasn't sure Frodo was gonna make it.
Oh yeah, but I love that though. I love the fact that like at the end, because one of the best things about this film.
Sorry, Elijah Wood.
Yeah, one of the best things about the film that I thought was really great was characters that will grow on you.
Yeah.
And you don't want them to get taken over. You don't want to see them die or whatever. And then that happens, and you're just like, oh damn.
Yeah, it was sort of surprising who got whacked fast. So that was cool. It wasn't super predictable. Yeah. Maybe for you guys it was. That wasn't for me.
I mean, by nature, we're humans, so we predict the outcome of everything. But there were some parts where I was just like, damn. You kind of go back and you're like, when was that person?
No.
When was that person taken over?
But it was good. So what do you think what was the bad parts of the film? What were the negatives for you?
For a film like this, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I mean, I guess like going back over it, if we watched it again, we could like pick apart a bunch of negatives. But I mean, I just had so much fun with the film.
Yeah,
I
it's a
can't
fun
really.
film.
I mean, it's
I guess-
dated, of course. It's very 90s. So if you're not down with the 90s,
I think for me,
you probably hate it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's not a negative. I think the main thing for the negative was maybe they could have had Famke do more acting. She was only in like 2 or 3 scenes.
But I mean, at that point, Famke was getting big.
Yeah, Famke was big. I just would like to have seen her character because she was really
mean,
timid, and then when she got alien transferred, she was really aggressive.
Was this before or after X-Men?
Yes,
Yes, what?
it was.
Was it after X-Men?
I don't know.
Or before X-Men?
I-
Tell us in the comments down below.
I'm not saying it was a bad. I just like to have seen more of her. I would like to have seen Jon Stewart a little more. I would like to see some of the more professors with the kids.
Yeah.
And then when they flipped, that change was really interesting. The way that their behavior changed.
I love-
and then
yeah,
the kids catching on to it was cool.
It's like the coming out of the shell kind of thing, even for the professors, because Famke, she played a very timid, soft-spoken teacher. I guess
Yeah.
not professor, but teacher. We're professors. Very soft-spoken teacher. I forgot what she was teaching, like what, literature or something.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when she gets actually taken over by an alien being, then she becomes like this kind of sultry, sexy, very confident. She was like really giving it to Josh Hartnett's character, right? Like in terms of just.
Yeah. So when the aliens take you over, you kind of become possessed, where you just sort of do those things that your id wants to do. And I think at the beginning, one teacher said, "I always wanted to do that when they did something bad."
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
So I think whenever you get possessed, you do stuff. So Famke went from timid and wallflower to this aggressive, mean,
But sexy.
but sexy person. I would like to have seen more of her being mean and sexy. I'm not sure that's a bad or just a lack.
Did Jon Stewart become sexy too? He was taking over. Was he sexy?
He was
He's a little bit more confident and sexy. And
he was something.
I guess
I
some
remember.
of you, just equal opportunity for some of you out there who might have
was-
liked Terminator 2. I guess.
So the
you
alien-
probably
yeah,
think Robert Patrick's sexy too.
Maybe, but there's parts where the aliens needed water to survive. So if they got dried out, they died. So there was a scene where they were all standing in like a formation out in the rain.
Yeah.
And then they had their little tentacles coming out of their face.
Yeah.
And then when the lightning flashed, you could see they had fish skulls or something. I didn't understand that part. I thought that was a little
I guess it was just to show their true
cheesy.
form.
Yeah.
It was a bit goofy and cheesy.
It was a bit cheesy. That was, for me, was, I guess, a negative, although it was fun. So I'd hate to say bad, because it's on the poster. If you see the poster, it's that picture with the fish skull on the face. Or the teeth. They have big teeth. But yeah, I can't really say there was any negatives per se.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, like, you really got to know what you're getting into with this film. It's just a
we're
fun
not
beer and
talking-
pizza film.
Yeah, it's a fun film. I'm not saying like this is your
not deep.
A amazing horror film, but it is one of those horror films you can watch a lot.
It's not going to be
and have
winning
fun
any
with it,
Academy Awards. Or
but it should win an award for fun.
yeah.
The fun award.
So have fun with it, folks.
Yeah, have fun
We
with it.
recommend it.
I recommend
Have
it.
fun with it.
Yeah, it was great.
It's a fun flick.
And
And that's what Robert Rodriguez is known for anyway, just making fun flicks.
yeah, they're fun. They're well done. You get through it. Didn't feel like it really dragged at any point.
Have a few laughs here and there, have a few scares.
Made sure they always kept the tension up, so it was cool. Yeah, it was really good.
So tell us what you think
Yeah.
down below in the comments.
I know that some of you hate The Faculty, and then some of you, it's your best film ever, because no matter what we say, you guys always are one of the two spectrums on that.
So what were some of your favorite parts?
Yeah.
What were some of your least favorite parts?
Yeah, and what other alien possession films do you like? We like the Invasion of Body Snatchers. Those
Yeah,
are fun.
Body
There's-
Snatchers is awesome.
There's a whole bunch of these like alien possession films that are like The Thing that are really cool that we love watching. So
Yeah.
let us know what you think. So do a closeout.
Yeah. So like and subscribe. We got more content coming for you, folks. Hit the notification bell. And yeah, we'll see you next time with another movie review.
Yeah.
In front of the red curtain. Woo!
See you guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Please watch.
Thank you.